This man's tweet is talking about a phenomenon that women already know and have been talking about. But since it's from a man, you know that a different set of ears will probably listen, or a different set of eyes will hone in, because for some reason, when it comes from a creator that's a woman, or a mouth from a woman, some people don't hear or read. So 9mm, he says, just found out a friend of mine is divorcing his wife who has stage 3 breast cancer. She didn't do anything awful. He just said he had grown apart from her. He is no longer my friend, and I clearly misjudged him as a man. She has always been kind to me. I'm going to see if she needs anything because he can't be a man. Shameful. Am I being harsh? Did I break the bro code? No. You simply don't divorce your wife while she is in cancer treatment because you can't handle it. His next tweet says, got a bunch of people asking for a GoFundMe, etc. Very kind, but there's no need. I don't mind helping her myself. Appreciate the offers though. So if a man is noticing this, imagine, what would happen if more men noticed this type of thing. 7777 says, hits close to home. Witnessed this situation as a child with my parents. My mom ended up succumbing to cancer in the midst of divorce proceedings. My brother and I were young boys. 9mm says, that's horrible. Philadelphia Eagles rule says, look up Senator John Edwards from North Carolina. I'm sure if you were anywhere near politics in a TV during that time frame, you have seen what he did in that deplorable situation. Xander says, have you tried counseling him as a man? He is making bad choices and needs a true friend to tell him and guide him in a better direction. Okay, let's listen to this answer. He says, I'm not a therapist. If his brain went so far to file for divorce, nothing I can say to him will correct it. Now, the thing is, so many times people think that us women folk should be like helping with men's mental health and blah, blah, blah. But this man, he just comes out and says, I'm not a therapist. I want women to take that approach. Is succinct. Just come straight out with it. I'm not a therapist. These men don't do all the fluffy stuff for other men. Yet, when they are talking about men's mental health, they think that we're supposed to take that on. Follow this man's lead. Just say, I'm not a therapist. Jinx the Future says, try talking to him once for old time's sake. He was your friend in the past. He deserves one chance. I mean, this man, I'm sure, has already gone through the motions in his brain, and trying to make someone stay in a place that they don't want to be in is not good for any party. Some of the quote retweets, most of these seem to be from women. Women already know the deal. Just says, fun fact, a recent study showed that men were 7 times more likely to leave their wife if she got sick. Nurses have now started asking women questions about who else they have to take care of them. Second fun fact, men are terrible people. Mrs. Free says men do this a lot. Many leave their wives through their toughest battle. It's the most evil and selfish ever. Alien Superstar says they tell women when they get diagnosed sick with cancer, your man will probably leave you. So sad. Anyway, said women are educated on potentially becoming single after they are diagnosed with terminal illnesses because the men usually leave them for dead. Ugh, says, so many relationships survive because of the labor, emotional, physical, of women. When she can't give it and needs more support, the partner is nowhere to be found. Shame. Adrian says, so many men do this. They do not take vows seriously, and sickness don't count. They literally counsel women with cancer diagnoses that they need to be prepared to lose their husbands if they have one. Now, why did I show these women in these quote tweets and their repetition? I showed it because women know. But for some strange reason, these men get these shocked Pikachu faces that these other men are leaving. Why are y'all shocked? Women have been saying this stuff. Have y'all seen this video? It's going viral on many different platforms. This nurse is talking about a situation where this man is in hospice care and his adult child, who has no contact, doesn't want to see him in his last of days. This is something that we have been talking about. People going no contact with their parents. And this is a phenomenon that we're talking about in social spaces right now because people are not feeling obligated for whatever reason. If they weren't supported, if they weren't loved right, if they were abused, if they were neglected, whatever, they are not feeling compelled to give a damn about these parents. And this is just, it's the bed that they've laid in. I mean, that they have made the deathbed in this person's case.
This is the least favorite part of my job. My patient is asking me to call his son, who he's not spoken to in 10 years, and tell him to come visit him before he dies. Okay. So he said no, he's not going to come. I said that I respect that decision. Asked if he wants me to notify him whenever his dad does die, and he said yes. I have to go in here now and tell the patient that. Okay, I told my patient. Didn't go well. I told him that his son said that he doesn't want to come. The patient asked if I told him that he was dying. I said I did. He said, you should have told him that he had to come. I said, I'm not going to do that. I offered, if my patient wants to write his son a letter, that I will get it to him, but I said I can't tell you that he'll open it. My patient told me to get out. I love this patient so much, but it's just not my place to guilt trip someone into coming. I have no idea what this person was like the first 80 years of their life before I met them. As much as it sucks to get yelled at in that way, hopefully I did the right thing.
This woman's video has the people talking. Mama Red says, I am a no contact child, have been for 25 years. Thank you for not guilt tripping and manipulation. My estranged parents sent me a picture of their headstone. It might have triggered others seeing that photo. It didn't for me. It gave me relief and peace. I say that to say, if you are not right with your children, you better get right, because some people are not giving a damn, period. I said what I said says, I personally wouldn't have called and traumatized them. They're likely no contact for a good reason. Consequences. Make them lay in the bed that they've made. Like I said, in this case, his deathbed. Amanda says, as a no contact adult child, my mother was in late stages of dementia, and I agreed to speak to her over FaceTime. The first time she didn't know who I was and was polite. I thought, okay, I can do this. The second time she knew me, and the first thing she said was, you're a little B word. I used to beat you with a stick. At the age of 57, I felt 6 years old again. I don't recommend ever trying to resolve things, because they are dying. They will use that moment to get control of you again. And when she did die, I didn't feel anything. I still don't. If you have found peace away from them, stay away. Aaliyah says, I'm appalled that a mother could ever say this. I'm so shocked. I hope you got to heal with time. Okay, so this person is appalled, but folks are telling them that they're no contact. Imagine that they are not going no contact simply because they didn't like the dinner that their parents made, or they didn't like that they didn't let them sign up for Little League or something. People are not going no contact for just no small reason. Some people literally grow up in dysfunction, chaos, unsupported, unloved, from people that didn't necessarily want to have them. Please know and recognize that, and please respect their decision to go no contact with these people. Jaleesa says, coming from a no contact child, you did the right thing. Thank you for that. Most people choose to guilt trip us. Stop guilt tripping people. Some of these parents are literally facing the consequences of their actions up to this point. It is nobody else's responsibility to fix that for them. Let them lay in their deathbed that they built. So I was tagged in this video, and I would like to know what you would do. These men jump out of this van. They have crowbars. They start beating on the car. They take the driver and they take him into the van. And then, just wait for it. Just wait for it. Okay. He comes out with flowers. He comes out with a ring, and he is about to go over and apologize to this woman that has just been traumatized. What would you do in this proposal? I don't know what the heck some of these people are thinking. Like, literally, what goes through their mind as they are creating these scenarios, these game plans. And obviously, this man had buy in with these other men that executed this plan with him. I don't know. I don't know what their normal like what is going to be next. What's going to be on tap for the marriage or the wedding day if she does go along with this. If this is their loving gesture, what is it going to be? What's going to happen when they get into a fight or something. So some of the quote retweets, Nataskia says, y'all remember that woman who broke up with her boyfriend because the man had his friends kidnap her, then they assaulted her, and he was like, hey babe, it was a prank, will you marry me? Honestly, I think it's supposed to say it's hard out there. This man at the bottom says, when your prank channel is more important than your girlfriend's or wife's well-being. Jiao says, this is the worst proposal I've ever seen. Kara says, go to hell quickly. Okay, this quote retweet kind of made me chuckle a little bit. Lori says, the gender reveal party will be an assassination. The unalived gender is the baby's gender. And that's possibly where it could go. That's the scope of these people's brains. They can't do anything loving or anything. They have to terrorize the people. Anyways, just let me know what you guys think about this. Jump in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and share on any of these tweets, videos, or whatever you've seen thus far.